Hey there, future international students dreaming of studying in Australia but worried about your student visa application getting rejected. You're not alone. In today's video, we are diving deep into the top tips to avoid Australia student visa refusal. Stick around until the end for some insider advice that could be the key to your successful application. Let's kick things off with one of the most crucial steps, choosing the right course and institution. Believe it or not, many visa applications get rejected because the course chosen doesn't align with the student's academic background or career goals. When picking your course, make sure it matches your past studies or work experience. Australian immigration authorities look for a logical progression in your educational journey. They want to see that you are genuinely interested in the course and not just using it as a reason to enter the country. Also, ensure your chosen institution and course are registered with CRICOS. This guarantees that the program is recognized and meets Australian standards for international students. Next up, documentation. Providing accurate and complete documents is non negotiable. Even a small mistake can result in your visa being denied. Double check everything from your passport details to your academic transcripts. Ensure that all documents are current and meet the Australian Department of Home Affairs requirements. This includes your confirmation of enrollment, which is also called as COE, your proof of funds, and English language proficiency results like IELTS, PT, or TOEFL. Organizing your documents is key. Have them in a logical order and ready to present. If anything is missing or unclear, you might be asked for further information, which could delay your application further. Let's talk about finances. One of the main reasons for visa refusals is the inability to demonstrate sufficient funds. Australian immigration needs to see that you can support yourself while studying. You'll need to provide evidence that you can cover your tuition fees, living expenses, and travel costs. As of the latest update, you need to show that you have at least 29,710 Australian dollars per year for your living costs, excluding tuition fees. This includes expenses like accommodation, food, transport, and other essentials. Make sure your financial evidence is clear and consistent with no unexplained large deposits. If you are being sponsored, include a letter from your sponsor explaining their relationship to you and their commitment to cover your expenses. Now, let's talk about the genuine student, which is also called as GS requirement. This is one of the most important parts of your application where you need to prove your intentions to study in Australia are genuine. Your GS statement should clearly explain why you choose your specific course and institution, how it fits with your career goals, and why you decided to study in Australia rather than in your home country or another destination. So, Australia's GS requirement also involves assessing your academic background, potential study outcomes, and ability to progress through the chosen course. It's crucial to demonstrate that you are academically prepared and capable of completing your studies successfully. Be honest and specific in your GS statement. Mention any ties you have to your home country, like family, job prospects, or property, to show that you plan to return after completing your studies. Make sure your GS statement is well written and free of errors. Avoid generic statements and focus on your unique story. Moving on to health and character requirements, which are very crucial for getting your visa approved. Australia has strict health and character standards to ensure that visa applicants will not pose a risk to the community. You will need to undergo a medical examination and provide a police clearance certificate. Make sure these documents are from approved authorities and are recent. In case of India, police clearance certificate is not mandatory. If you have any medical conditions or past legal issues, be upfront about them and provide all necessary documentation. Don't leave these requirements to the last minute. Schedule your medical exams and obtain your police clearance certificate as soon as possible if it is applicable in your case to avoid any delays in your application process. Let's not forget about English language proficiency. Australia requires international students to demonstrate a certain level of English to ensure they can successfully complete their studies. Make sure your English test scores like IELTS, TOEFL, or PT meet the minimum requirements for your course. Some courses may require higher scores, so check with your institution beforehand. If your scores do not meet the requirements, consider taking an English language course before applying for your visa. Also, ensure your test results are recent. Most are valid for 2 years, so plan accordingly. Next, let's talk about some common application mistakes that can easily lead to a visa refusal. These include submitting incomplete forms, providing inconsistent information, and not answering questions truthfully. It's essential to fill out every part of the application accurately and honestly. If something doesn't apply to you, mark it as NA, which stands for not applicable, rather than leaving it blank. Always review your application multiple times before submitting it. If you are unsure about anything, consider seeking help from a migration agent or an education consultant. In some cases, you might be asked to attend a visa interview. This is an opportunity for the immigration officer to assess your intentions and eligibility. Prepare for questions about your study plans, your financial situation, and your ties to your home country. Answer honestly and confidently, and make sure you have a clear understanding of your course and future career goals. Remember, the interview is your chance to reinforce the information you provided in your application. Stay calm, be clear, and be yourself. One more important tip: do not leave your visa application to the last minute. Processing times can vary, and you don't want to risk missing your course start date. Start your application process as early as possible, ideally, as soon as you receive your confirmation of enrollment. This will give you plenty of time to gather all required documents and handle any unforeseen issues. If you are interested in studying in Australia or any other country, you can feel free to contact us. Our contact details are given in the description below. And the first comment in the comment section is a WhatsApp link. Once you click on the same, you get connected with us. I request you to please subscribe to our channel, to like the video as well. May God bless you. I wish you a very happy journey.